welcome back to this video. My name is Desmond Young, and today I'm thinking that the title of this video will be Goals, Make Them Impossible. So for today's video, I have 3 important points that I kind of want to talk through. And I'm thinking that maybe this can be a kind of summer series that I begin to do. And I guess to kick us off, point 1 being I want to define, I guess, what it means to have a goal. First in my own words, and then 2 in the words of the Webster Dictionary, Merriam-Webster Dictionary. So at least to me, having a goal means having something that you're striving towards, like having a desired future outcome that's dictated by your present actions. So what you do in the present will determine if you get to your future goal or not. Wanting that kind of future goal to be a reflection of a future present self, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the way that I think about it, the way that I move around the idea of having goals. But the Webster Dictionary describes a goal as the end toward which effort is directed. So essentially having some kind of aim, which I think is very similar to what I had just mentioned. And as we're thinking on this topic, and if you're watching this video, I would think to yourself, what is your own definition or understanding of what it means to have a goal? Because I know that it's different for everyone else. And there are also different types of goals to have. You can have large goals, big goals, small goals, medium-sized goals, intermediary goals. I think there's all kinds of goals that you can have. And it's important for you to determine what exactly those are, because that will determine how you live within your present, so that you're not just like living life aimlessly and just doing whatever feels right in the moment. I think it's good to have a bit of direction, in your life. I think there's a Bible scripture that I'm kind of blanking on now, but it says something along the lines of, without a vision, my people perish. And I need to find like the actual Proverbs 29:18. Yeah, that's what came to me in this moment. Let's find it. Okay, so it says that where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Obviously that's in biblical terms, but I think obviously you can also interpret that, in relation to your own life, in the sense that he that keepeth the law, he that keepeth specific guidelines that they abide by in their own life. For example, I have specific goals that I want to accomplish for, the second half of 2026, and I have them here. And that'll get more into like the idea of setting impossible goals, because I believe some of these are not impossible. Well, some of them kind of are impossible, but I think that gets kind of into my second point, which is why set a goal at all, which I was kind of getting at. The point of setting a goal is to have something that you're directing towards, to have a marker to be able to determine success. I feel like without those guidelines, you're kind of wandering aimlessly towards, and I think it's very important to have something that you're looking at, not necessarily tunnel vision, but in a sense that you're focusing on a destination, and that way you're making better use of your time. And I guess that leads me to my third point, which is why the pursuit of large goals is important and why near success or success matters. And in saying that, I think to honor why I'm even doing this anyway, why I'm choosing to talk in front of my phone camera, is to document some of this and to have something I can look back on for myself. Some of the goals that I have for myself, and in staying true to setting near impossible goals. First one being become monetized on YouTube by the end of the year. Obviously, creating YouTube videos, being consistent, making sure they're high quality enough for where you are in your journey is important. But that doesn't always lead to monetization. It doesn't always lead to the outcomes that you want. But I believe in setting such a high ceiling goal, I will get closer to it than if I had set such a much smaller sub goal. And that's kind of my thought process behind that one. Next one is have a new portfolio of art that can be sent out to museums. Topic maybe being centered around Black bodies. That one also is going to be a difficult one. I'm going to be starting work, around August, September, my new job. So finding the time and the consistency to, steadily produce a body of work, a portfolio that, maybe I can send out to like some small museums, some smaller galleries. I think that would be an amazing thing to accomplish before the year's out. And yeah, in setting that goal, hopefully I get at least half of the portfolio by having the goal be, have such a high ceiling. Third goal, host a mock art gallery, invite all the people that I know. Maybe I'm hosting it in my apartment. If I'm able to, I can rent out, a small space, a warehouse. Number 4, have a fully furnished apartment. Obviously, this is going to be a bit difficult, but I think in trying to, save more aggressively, I can, buy more things. I can get my place to the status that I want it to have in terms of just like comfort level, aesthetics, color, harmony, all that jazz. Read 20 books. Now this one is, I don't know. We're gonna see if the math checks out for this one. As of now, I'm doing like 20 pages a day, just reading some of the books that I have. I wanted to go back through the literary classics. So I've been reading 1984. I'm just about more than halfway through. With my 20 pages a day, I'll be done with this one in about 3 days. Yeah, so stuff like that. I think if I just stay consistent with it, I think it's a lot of books to read. Obviously, every book doesn't have to be 300, 400, 500 pages. But I think in setting a goal like that, because I don't know if I've ever read that many books in a year, even like during peak of school. But yeah, it's a nice challenge to give myself. It's a nice goal. And I want to be more well-read. I want to be more literate in a variety of topics outside of just, traditional self-help books. Next goal, I want to complete a marathon in under 4 hours. So this is week 1 for me. I've started training already. This is week 1 for me. I have, my Hal Hagen novice marathon training plan that I'm following right now. It's 16 weeks, so I'll stay the course. I'll stay the full 16 weeks. In under 4 hours, when I did my first half, I said in under 2. I did it like in an hour, 58 minutes. So I think under 4 hours, if I stay the course, if I stay the path of just doing everything I need to do consistently, I think it's doable. It'll be hard, but I think for my first one, I would like to do under 4 hours. This next goal, bike 75 miles in one sitting. The reason for this, I do have the goal of doing an Ironman triathlon, either before 25 or at 25. So this is kind of a sub goal to that larger goal. And I want to be more consistent and more diligent with just like biking and, working towards building those leg muscles, that conditioning, and that just determination and grit that I need to be able to do that. I think in the actual race, it's 112 if you do the full Ironman. I think either the half or the full would suffice for my goals. And of course, this next goal is learn to swim. I have taken a few classes here and there, but never long enough to really kind of get a good grip on swimming. So I'm hoping that maybe either this summer or when I start working, I can take some swimming classes. And that way, once I learn, I can start actually training. This is another aspect of the Ironman, training to, do the swim portion. And I think this is kind of one of those non-negotiable goals that I need to do, one of those non-negotiable sub-goals to kind of accomplish a larger goal. Next is post 100 YouTube videos. And part of what I want to do this summer is posting a video a day. And this would be, I guess, video 1. Maybe centered under, a word like just a word series of just like a goal, and then how I think about that word, and then everything that entails it. So today is the word is goal. Tomorrow it could be like faith. You know, the next day it could be like consistency. Maybe the words are related to like, you know, things that that are prevalent to, you know, my life as right now. I don't know. It can be any words. And the next one is learn one song on guitar. That's the end of the year goal. I feel like one thing that I've started trying to learn is the I Lied to You song from Sinners. I have my guitar tuned like a blues guitar. So I think it's Dad Fat. So D, A, D, F sharp, A and D again. I think it's low-key out of tune, but I've learned like 5 chords for the start of the song. I've been watching this YouTube video, and I think maybe practicing, you know, 20-30 minutes a day, maybe not every day, but every other day, to try to like, you know, just build those skills on the guitar. But I've learned a little bit. It's not gonna be great, but like the first one is, I think these are called frets, and this is the E chord. This is the E string. So from E to 7, so you pick. So that's the first one. You pick and then you slide to the 7th fret. So slide from 5 to 7. So like that. And then the next one is an A5. So 5th fret, and this is the A string. So you pick. So you go something like that. And then it's the E5. You pick it, and then you pick the A5 again, but it's open, so you don't hold the string down. And the next one is 3/5, E3. So this, and then it's an open pick. So I know those 5. I'm learning to, you know, do them more consistently, make it be more fluid. So, okay, so 1. It sounds much better when it's all put together in a much more fluid way, but that's like the first part. Like, it took the first 30 seconds of this like 6-minute video, but I think, yeah, it's a little out of tune, but I think, yeah, that's another thing I just always been wanting to do and learn, just to play guitar and to have that be a daily part of my life, because I do enjoy music, and I think it'd be cool to be able to make it in some capacity. And so I guess in talking about my third point, which is why the pursuit of large goals is important and why near success or success matters, I think even accomplishing half of what I have here would be a success to me, or even accomplishing like all of it. I think the point of setting goals is to eventually, you know, experience success with them. And then when you set bigger goals, you can use the success of your past goals as evidence for the new things that you want to do. You know, having just graduated, you know, I have my bachelor's of architecture, I have my master's of architecture from 2 very big schools, Washington University in St. Louis, UC Berkeley, very big name schools, all debt-free, living in California, you know, trying to figure out the financial situation of living, housing, buying supplies, all of that is done. I'm back home, I've graduated, my degree is gonna be shipped here. And I feel like the evidence of having done that gives me a lot of confidence to, you know, set bigger goals, to set bigger milestones, and to feel even more confident for what's to come. So I would say, if you're watching this, thank you for watching the entire video. Maybe a quick exercise you can do post is, maybe you can walk through these 3 points. How do you define a goal for yourself? Why do you think it's important for you to set goals? Like, why is it important to your life right now? Why do you want to set goals? Why do you feel like you want to? Why do you feel like you need to? The third point is, how do you think the pursuit of a large goal would benefit you? Maybe it's the same reasons that I said, such as like setting a large goal, such as, you know, if I set a large goal, such as doing an Ironman, I will inevitably complete sub goals of that, such as learning to swim, getting more conditioning with the bike, having done a marathon. These are all sub goals of this larger goal, completing an Ironman triathlon race. So I think determine for yourself why setting large goals is important. And I think that will dictate the lifestyle that you need to live by in the present to get where you want to be in the future. And I think it's for each of us to determine how that happens. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment if this video inspired you or helped you out in any way, and maybe consider subscribing. But yeah, thank you. Once again, my name is Desmond Young, and this is my YouTube channel, Desmond IRL. Thank you.